Hi everyone, how are you? I have certainly missed recording these videos. I wish that I could somehow suspend time, and have a version of me doing my day job and have a version of me that can just devote myself full time to this, to just giving collective readings, to doing pick-a-cards, all those types of things. I just love it, and I wish I could do it more often. So I'm hoping some things shift soon, and perhaps I can get back into it more frequently, but we'll see. So just doing it when I can and going with the energy. There's been a lot happening ascension-wise, just been, a lot of stuff going on. So I wanted to come in and do a Soul Connections pick a card. So this is with the new moon, a new moon in Aries that's happening tomorrow. And the purpose of this pick a card, right? Because this energy is big time for manifestation. Always with new moons, but especially this one, I'm reading that it's just extremely potent, extremely powerful energy that's happening. So, those who have a soul connection, right? It doesn't have to have a specific label. It can be a twin flame. It can be a soulmate. It can be just long lost love. Somebody you can't get over, right? Somebody you maybe never had a relationship fully culminate with, right? They're the one that got away, something like that. You can't let this person go. And so, you're kind of wondering, maybe you get signs about it. Maybe you're, you know that there's this spiritual connection. Whatever it is, you're wondering, okay, with this new moon, with this manifestation, should you focus your manifestation on some sort of a new beginning with this person, right? Or is it time to move on and really try to focus your energy elsewhere? And you guys know me, you know what I'm going to say, that ultimately any type of journey like this is always about yourself. It's always about healing. It's always about self-love. It's always about those types of things, right? Because the more you focus your energy on someone else, the more, you're getting away from, with what's within you, right? You're focusing on the separation, you're focusing on desire, you're focusing on the lack, when you should be focusing on building up yourself and having the best life you possibly can, whether or not somebody's by your side. And I know it's easier said than done, right? So that being said, we're just going to look for some guidance today with this pick a pile to see, should you focus on this person? Is it worthwhile putting your energy right into trying to manifest something with this potentially? And again, even if that outcome says yes, I think it's important that we stay open and, to something amazing coming along. Maybe somebody that's in that energy of that person, right? The things that you love about that person, but maybe they're ready to show up for you and stick around and be there in a physical, tangible way. So, all that being said, I will timestamp this. So you guys probably saw the quick intro on this. There are 3 stones that you can pick from, okay? I think what we'll do, just, think about it for a minute here while I go over the cards. Number 1 is joy, number 2 is balance, and number 3 is dream, okay? I have pre-shuffled these, but I do not know, I have no idea what is going to come out. So that's often, it takes me a minute to kind of process. Just put this one over here. It takes me a minute to process sometimes. Okay, so what we're going to do, again, look at not only should you, try to manifest something with this person, should you move on, but we're going to kind of look at, we've got some messages from them. Where are they? When they think about you right now, what is their current situation? Do they see, a future with you? Those types of things. We're going to see what comes out with those messages. And then also just messages from spirit on the situation, on the healing that maybe you need to focus on within yourself. So the decks that we're going to use today, hopefully I can remember all these. But again, if there's any that you want to know about, who they're by or where I got them or anything like that, please let me know and I'll be happy to share that with you. Okay, please comment or just reach out to me on social media. This is the Angel Answers cards. I believe they're just now by Radley Valentine. I believe they're still available. We've got the Moonology. Of course, we've got to have the moon in here. We've got the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. The Quantum Oracle. The Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. I don't believe these are available anymore unless you want to find them on eBay or something like that. We've got the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. You can just find All Things Intuitive on Instagram. So her cards are really nice. Heart Songs of the 90s. Songs in the Keys of Love. Celestial Forecast by Carrie. Heart Songs. So this is song lyrics that either maybe it's a special song, that is meaning between you and your person. Maybe it's the expressing what they're feeling for you now, or just some sort of other confirmation for you about what's coming through. So we'll see when it all comes together. Divine Feminine Healing, Mystic Moon Oracles, and then also, last but not least, Sacred Union Tarot, which is by me, and it is available for purchase. That link is down below if you're interested in that one. All right, so without further ado, we're going to start number one. Okay, number one is the Joy Stone. Okay, let's see what comes out for number one. Put that aside. Okay, so what I'm getting here is I feel like you have been in a situation where you have been very reluctant to move on from someone. There's been very slow, if any, kind of progress with them. But I'm getting that perhaps it could be somebody that awakened you, somebody that I'm getting that it's been very hard for you to move on and let go from this person for many reasons, but I think you're struggling to close out this cycle because there is love there, right? But I feel like this person is so closed off, and I think there's feelings of unworthiness here that they're not coming forward and giving you what you need, and they're not showing up. You may have never even been in a relationship with this person, right? If you did date them, I feel like it didn't really ever get, they never stuck around, right? There was never that commitment. But so the angel answers card that we got for this one, right? So this would be the answer of, should you try to manifest something with this new moon energy, with this person specifically? And I mean, it's pretty clear there's something better. But I feel like you haven't been willing to put yourself out there maybe to try to find someone else. And perhaps some of it is a consciousness or subconsciousness thing, right? In the quantum card, we've got consciousness, deserving. And I think it's like, there is maybe, this person maybe, even though they were the ones that were acting a certain way because they didn't feel worthy, this has affected your confidence within yourself. This yellow is the solar plexus energy. Maybe starting to doubt that what you thought you saw in them, the good, the fantasy, right? It was more about their potential versus them actually showing up. But you're starting to wonder, like, maybe I'm just better off alone. But what I'm getting here is, if you can close out this cycle and let go of an attachment to it being this specific person or no one, that this is going to very quickly open up some amazing things for you. I feel like, there's just a lot coming through right now, and it's actually very positive. I know because I've been there and I'm still there, sometimes when you're like, want so badly to be right, and want so badly to know, like, what you feel in your soul is the truth, you think, gosh, this person, I think they do care, there's something here, right? There's the soul bond, there's the soul connection, and you want it so badly, when you hold on to that, you're not allowing something better to come along. And it's clear spirit is saying there's something better, but you have to go out and you have to make the first move and like put yourself out there to be like number one, like to move on, and to just be confident to know that you're deserving of it. That just because this person didn't show up for you and didn't commit to you doesn't mean you're not worthy of someone else. Okay, and so the romance angel card we got was very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So this is very much manifestation energy. This is very much being bold, making the first move, and making that forward progress, right? The Sacred Union Tarot card we got was Knight of Pentacles, effort, goal-oriented, slow progress. But you're here, right? You've been here waiting for this person to show up. You're waiting. You're like, you're watering your own flowers and you've got this beautiful life you're building, but you've got this castle and you want this person to join you, right? Well, what do we have here? We have a fog. The castle's in the distance. I mean, you guys, you can't make this stuff up. You knew I was going to say that, right? The castle's in the distance. There's this darkness, this fog, and he's like walking away, and it's like kind of rainy. He's like, let me see. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're about to part ways. Like he's looking off another direction. It's like they're holding on, but they're not going in the same direction. It doesn't mean that things can't shift that way, but what I'm getting is like the state you're in now with waiting around for this person and not having the confidence to put yourself out there, you can't bring something else new in, and this person is not moving. They're like, it's like a snail. So the Hidden Truth Oracle card we got was, it was my fault, but I blamed you. So I don't know if they said, things were happening too fast, or if they weren't interested, if they disclaimed like having feelings for you, or, there's somehow a way that maybe they said that you were coming on too strong or something like that, but it was just really that they weren't ready. And it never was about you. And that's the thing, like a lot of this, any kind of these connections, they are very much mirroring, right? But what I'm really picking up on the new energy is the song from the heart song of the 90s that we got for number one was I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden. Maybe it's intuition, but some things you just don't question. Like in your eyes, I see my future in an instant. And there it goes. I think I found my best friend. I know that it might sound more than a little crazy, but I believe. I knew I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into life. I knew I loved you before I met you. I've been waiting all my life. I'm getting the impression here that you haven't met your person yet, your person that's really going to show up for you. And they're trying to manifest you right now, right? That's them saying this to you, like, I'm dreaming you into life. I'm imagining someone like you. And I would recommend with this new moon, what you then do is you sit down and you list out, and not, I want XYZ in a partner. No, you sit down as if you already have it, right? That's how you manifest. You sit down and you think, like, what would be just the most amazing thing? The most amazing thing where, if I'm in this happy relationship. And so you sit and you're like, oh my God, I give thanks for, the way that, this person, that the hikes that we go on together, and I give thanks for the meals that we cook together, and, whatever other experiences you want to share, with this person. I give thanks for them taking care of me in certain ways, whatever it is, the things that you really like. What ways would a person show up for you? Write that down, and keep working at it like that. And then just know that you deserve it. Anchor that, like, what does it feel like when you have that, right? So you've got to get yourself out there too, is what I'm getting. You've got to put yourself out there and say, you know what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to tell spirit, this is what I want. And you've got to detach. So there may need to be some healing that happens from this other situation, because we do have in the Divine Feminine Healing card, we've got rigid. And it's very interesting. Crows are definitely about closing out cycles, endings, okay? I remain open-minded as I mature on my journey. Who I was yesterday may not be who I am tomorrow. So it's about closing out that past cycle. Okay. Closing that out and knowing, trusting, believing that something better is out there, and that you may have not met that person. You're worthy of that. And so you've got to put out there clearly what it is you want. And again, get out of the fog, get out of this attachment energy, and and know that something better is definitely coming along. So pile one, I hope that helps you. If you would like to look into your specific situation, that information is down below. Okay, so we are going to look at number 2 now, which is balance. Oh. Okay, so this one is very interesting here, because the first 2 cards I got, I was going to say, for sure, the person you're thinking about is what you would be manifesting, but I feel like what this is really about is that I think you are in a place where I feel like, so you may want to go back and watch number 1, okay, because there's some of that about attachment to a specific person and bringing something else in. But I feel like you're at a point where you really have been successful at knowing that something else is coming in for you. Okay. You're working on raising your vibration and getting into balance, right? Within your own energies, within your masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Coming full circle, right? There's like this design on the back of this. Coming full circle to get past what has happened with this person. And I think that's where the success is. It's like you are exactly where you need to be on your journey, right? You know that this person wasn't the right person for you. You've got a fiery climax approaches, which is always a nice card to get, right? And we are in Aries season. This is full moon in Aries, although we are talking about the new moon in Aries, but this is still Aries season. I don't know when. I'm guessing the next full moon's probably in Taurus, but I don't know for sure. But you might want to look at that with the next full moon. I feel like what you really should work on manifesting is focusing on raising your vibration, trusting the flow of things, not trying to force something, right? Because I think what Spirit is saying here is that you are doing everything right, but there is a tendency at times to kind of like shift and get into those dark thoughts, to let those dark thoughts kind of overcome you. This is a 3 as well in consciousness. It's like you sometimes get to this point where you're on the right path, you're manifesting your person who is not this person from the past. Someone else new is coming in, but there are days that like this, you feel like you're in this maze and you've been on this journey forever and you're never going to get out of this, right? It's like, oh my God, I just got to this point. I got to this climax, this ending, this shift that happened within me. And now here I am staring down another maze. And it's just this like dark thoughts. So the romance angel is let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And I totally feel you on this because I was so triggered in the last couple of weeks thinking, here I am, trying to manifest a sacred union, and I ended up, having something else happen, and I got so deeply triggered out of nowhere, and it really set me back. I mean, it was 2 or 3 days where I was in this dark thoughts energy, which it was stuff that needed to come up and get healed within me, but it was just like, oh my God, like I have been on this journey forever. I've been working, doing all these things to attract that, like something like that's going to trigger me, and it isn't real. And again, I think it's more of me getting into that, that not being balanced in my energy, to where you're trusting, you're flowing, versus trying to control something. Like, and you trust and you believe it's going to happen, and then you're like trying to force something. So there's still some healing that needs to happen here. Four of Swords, rest, recovery, healing. So this is a time, I think, to just relax, have fun, try to work through what it is. What are these dark thoughts? Why are they coming up? Because Spirit's saying you are on the right path. Now, I think this person, yes, they think about you. Okay, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So they do think about you, and I feel like they do feel badly about what happened, but ultimately, they're just not at the same vibration as you. They're not at the same vibration, and you have to keep moving forward, working through, because I feel like you're really on the right path, even though it may not feel like it at times, even though you feel like you may want to give up sometimes, and you're like, why am I doing this? There's something in there that needs to heal, where with that controlling versus not trusting the flow and trusting the process. The song that came out from your person is I Don't Have the Heart by James Ingram. It says, your face is beaming. You say it's because you're dreaming of how good it's going to be. You say you've been around, and now you finally found everything you wanted and needed in me. I don't have the heart to hurt you. It's the last thing I want to do, but I don't have the heart to love you, not the way you want me to. So that's a really sad song. I think this person thinks about you. They're just, I think in their healing recovery mode too, Four of Swords. So this is not really the right time right now with this person. I was getting, in the beginning, so take what resonates. Obviously this is a general reading. For some of you, no way in hell that your person, right, is ever, you don't want to go back there to that, that you've moved on successfully from that. Some of you, you may have that thought, it's possible. You understand, though, that this is where they are, and that's not what you want. Even if they're thinking about you and they are working on themselves and they're healing, you've got to focus on your own success, your own journey, and raising your vibration to bring in the match that's right for you. What I want is also seeking me, and it is that energetic frequency that will draw these 2 points together, right? So clearing those dark thoughts, letting go of control issues, trusting, healing yourself, is going to bring in your vibrational match once you get into that balance and that alignment, okay? And right now, it's like, what you want is also seeking you. This person doesn't sound like they have the capacity to give you what they know you deserve. So they do think about you, but it doesn't sound like, unless they do some extensive work. I mean, who knows? Again, the energy, this is a current energy. The energy could shift tomorrow. Who knows? But right now, I think what your guidance is to try to manifest, your intention should be to let go of that control, to work on healing. Maybe if you're not even sure, if you're thinking, God, like, what else is out there? Like, why does this stuff keep coming up? You could set an intention that you be shown, what it is within you still that needs to heal. But if you know what that is, then that's really what your task is right now. And to also do anything, things that can raise your vibration, to set those intentions, I would say, for what it is that is seeking you, right? Somebody that is going to be emotionally available, somebody that is going to love you, and be doing their healing work too, right? So I hope that was helpful, Pile 2. If you would like to look into your specific situation, that information is also down below. All right, so we are going to move on to Pile 3 here. Okay, Pile 3 was Dream. So we're going to see what Spirit has to say about your soul connection. Wow. Okay. So it's interesting to me, you guys. I mean, again, you can't make this up, that we got dream for number 3. Yes. Have faith in your dreams. So this is one that I definitely feel like you can definitely, there is the potential for sure of something developing with this person in the future. Absolutely. So we've got yes with an exclamation point. Have faith in your dreams. We've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We also have Spirit card, the Sacred Temple, which to me is like a sacred union. It's a holy, sacred connection. 5 is the Hierophant in the tarot. So it is, this is absolutely a sacred journey that you've been on. You also, it's Spirit is saying strength, power, confidence. This may be something that, may not, this could, again, take what resonates, but Leo season, this could be, there might be some time where it says we've got worth waiting for in here. Have faith in your dreams. You may have been on this journey a long time and you're just like, oh my God, it's this confidence. Is this ever going to happen? Definitely getting the feeling that you and this person are in separation. They're saying, I know I messed up everything. And their song that they're giving you is Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. I love that song. So the words on the card are kiss me out of the bearded barley, nightly beside the green grass, swing, swing, swing the spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight, lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band, and make the fireflies dance, silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. So I'm getting with this one that you may be having astral encounters with this person, because it talks about the milky twilight, the moonlit floor, fireflies dancing, silver moon sparkling. I'm getting very much an astral vibe here with this person. So that might be the way that you're connecting with them now. They're feeling really badly about something that happened. The Divine Feminine Healing card is unaware. I do not pretend to be blinded to things I know deep down are not good for me. So I feel like for a while in this connection that you were kind of closing your eyes, turning a blind eye to maybe their behavior. Maybe they were breadcrumbing you, ghosting you, just very immature behavior because they weren't ready for this connection. And at some point you got fed up with that and you were like, I'm not going to pretend to be blinded to this. I know deep down this isn't good for me. Even though I know I'm getting these messages that this is a sacred connection, this journey that I'm on, that it's worth waiting for. You might keep getting those types of messages, having faith in your dreams, having strength. At some point, I feel like you walked away from this connection, somehow cut them off, and you were just like, I can't do this anymore, right? They know that I'm getting that, they realize they're the one that messed this up. So if there's been any doubt or concern you've had or uncertainty, I should say, that, what you did was, did you do the right thing? I'm getting, yes, you did. I think I would just, the fact that you chose dream, the fact that you've got faith in your dreams, worth waiting for, sacred temple. Again, you guys know what I say about not focusing on, attachment to a specific person. This one, though, I feel like if you're going to do any kind of manifestation work with this new moon, that it definitely, is something that I think is worth focusing on in relation to your sacred union journey. Maybe a healthier thing to do is to, you could set the intention that, yes, like, this is the person that you believe this is going to happen with. You want this to happen, but you are open to other things. You are open to that coming forward. And I'm just getting, I'm getting a big vibe about something with summer. So I think in the meantime, the intention that I would set is for sure just the best possible outcome that you can have, with this person and this connection. And when you get the worth waiting for card, that doesn't mean sitting around waiting for them, literally waiting for them to come to your door. It means perhaps, not jumping to, like any kind of a, jumping into like a new connection, right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to be open if someone new comes in, but you're not going to like go out and join a dating site. You're not going to ask your friends to, hey, I want to go out and, have fun and make out with some guys or something like that, or a guy or whatever. And this is not a derogatory thing, because trust me, that's where I was like 2 years ago on my journey. It was like, well, this isn't going to happen now. I have faith it'll happen someday. But guess what? In the interim, I'm just going to go out and have fun. It doesn't work like that. So there's got to be a balance between knowing, trusting, but not sitting around waiting, if that makes any sense. So it's really more about putting energy into yourself, into your dreams, into your mission, I'm getting like, your spiritual gifts, things that build up your confidence, things that make you happy, things that bring you joy. But I'm getting, something is like Leo season I keep getting in summer. So I would just say yes, continue doing what you're doing. Spirit is definitely saying you're on this sacred union journey. So continue to manifest for your sacred divine partner who is perfect and meant for you, for this to culminate in divine timing. But again, do it as not a I wish, I desire, but I'm so thankful I know they're here, and have that energy within you, as you are making these intentions, setting these intentions with this new moon. So I hope that was helpful. If you would like to look into your specific situation, that information's down below. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care.